10 or 12 years ago, I used to work for a Fortune 500 company as a senior technology officer. Today, I work as a field ornithologist. What that means is I spend a lot of time studying birds. How did I get into this field from being an IT? Well, I used to do a lot of volunteer work while I worked as a senior technology officer, and that volunteer work took me to some rehab centers where I worked with injured birds and helped in releasing them back into the wild after rehabbing. And it's about that time I realized that I wanted to pursue something different. I was able to volunteer at first and then sign up with a few bird clubs, organizations like New York City Audubon. I've worked on many different projects, including working with a team out in China on one of the world's most critically endangered species, the spoonbill sandpiper. And I worked with famous biologists and ornithologists such as Nigel Clark from British Trust Ornithology and David Melville. And out in China, I was involved in banding and putting satellite tags on spoonbill sandpiper. Here in the US, I've worked on the red knot program out in Delaware Bay. That takes me out to I've spent 3 to 4 weeks there. We would use a process called cannon netting. We capture the birds, we weigh them, we band them, meaning putting federal bands or flags on them. And we sometimes put geosatellite tracking tags on them as well. That process also includes taking feather samples, we do blood samples, and all of that data is processed and stored in a database for other researchers to use. I think studying birds is very important to understand changes in the environment. Birds are a favorite tool for ecologists today because they're easy to census. And they're early warnings on whether there's a change in habitat or climate change. This is one of my passions that I hope to continue and maybe to get more people involved.